Okay, dear colleagues, please excuse me that I have my presentation in English because my Polish is very, very bad. Okay, so imagine yourself as an old book. You have served many generations of readers and researchers through your life. Now you can finally rest in one of the storages of a library. However, the hardships of the centuries has marked you and left you with loose leaves, missing bindings and dirty pages. You feel that you will not be the same again. Dear colleagues, there is a way to make this sad old book cheerful again. In these next 15 minutes, I will talk about the Adapt a Book program of the Foundation of the University Library and the main elements of a social media campaign to advertise the program launching in January. Okay, anyway, what do we need for a successful book adoption program? An institute or an organization, books, and publicity, aka social media platforms. Oh, great. Okay, let's start with the first one. The University Library of the Eötvös Loránd University was founded in 1561 by Archbishop Miklós Olah, and until the dissolution of the Jesuit order in 1773, it was under the supervision of Jesuit priests serving as the library of the Collegium of Trnava, Slovakia. The university founded in 1635, and the library moved to Buda and then to Pest, also in the 18th century. Today, it is the library of the Eötvös Loránd University and has over 2 million documents. Our special collection, with over 150,000 books, is the third largest special collection in Hungary, following the Hungarian National Library and the Library of the Hungarian Academy of Sciences. We collect and preserve codices, codex fragments, manuscripts, incunabula, engravings, maps, and books from the 16th, 17th, and 18th century. The Foundation for the University Library was founded in 2005 to collect and manage donations for the University Library and help the library to preserve and restore rare books. Also in that year, the Adapt a Book program was launched and is managed by the Foundation since then. Since 2005, 60 books were adapted for almost 2.5 million forints, which is 5,900 euros. We have a various group of supporters. We can find among them our readers, students, institutions, and the former president of the Republic as well. So the foundation and the group of volunteers manage the program. But let's see, what does it mean and how does it work in the real life? Donations are spent on conservation, restoration, and digitalization of the special collection. On our website, one can find a long list of books recommended for adoption, which is refreshed in every year. So if someone wants to support us, they can choose from this list and send an email to one of the volunteers of the foundation, and one should request the adoption. After the regular amount of paperwork and administration, we seal the deal, and the real work begins behind the scenes. The book is sent to the library's workshop for conservation. Here the pages are washed, the small and big holes are filled up, and if it's necessary, a new binding is made. And the small book plate is placed in the inside of the book binding, reminding of the donator. After the restoration process, the book gets to be digitized and then uploaded to the repository of the university. In the end, we have a small event to honor the donator and let them see the restored book. The main thing is, anyone can donate any book for any amount of money. Anyone, so readers, not readers, institutions, even business companies. Any book, so from the special collection, however, from the main collection as well. For any amount of money, it means that in each case, we have an estimated amount of money which would cover the restoration, but one can donate more or less than that. But why do we need better communication for book adoption? Let's see some statistics. The numbers on this chart make me a little sad, because as you can see, 2015 was the year when we had 6 donators adopting books, which has been the highest number yet. The next chart with the amount of money donated is a more cheerful one. As you can see here, the biggest amount of donation was made in 2018 for more than 800 euros. Between 2020 and the beginning of 2021, we can call the COVID era, when every library mostly struggled to maintain their fundamental tasks. But in the last 1.5 years, we hadn't had any donators. Finally, we had to face the reality that the adoption program is not visible enough and not advertised enough. So we came to the conclusion that we should build a stronger online presence in order to make this program more successful. Now, we have an organization to manage the adoption. We need books to adopt as well. We chose the collection of old Hungarian prints for this year's campaign because this collection represents the most valuable prints of the Hungarian culture. It means that this collection contains prints from the beginning of printing in general until 1711, which marks the end of the failed Rákóczi Revolution against the Habsburgs. These books were either printed in Hungarian by Hungarian authors or were printed in Hungary, including territories which now belong to different countries. So there are criteria for language, authorship, and place of printing. Our collection contains 2,948 books at the moment. Our Old Hungarian Prints collection considered to be important, although the Hungarian National Library's collection is bigger than ours. However, the Hungarian National Library, to maintain the current condition of their collection, has very strict rules on how can someone use their Old Hungarian Prints collection, which is also digitized. This means that the University Library's collection is more available for researchers. So, we have an organization and books. Lastly, we need social media platforms to make the adoption program visible for potential donators. Let's see what communication channels the University Library uses at the moment. The library has its own website, a Facebook profile, of course, an Instagram channel, and a Twitter channel. We can also use the university website and newsletter, and the alumni website and newsletter as well. And we can go old school and use printed materials like flyers. It is clear that it would need a huge amount of time and consideration how to use all of these platforms to serve our goals. So we made the decision only to use the library website and the Facebook and Instagram profiles. Let's take a closer look at these options. The library website has a filial page for the foundation and for the book adoption program as well. Here we place a gallery with all the books suggested for adoption. Here you can see this year's offer. As you can see, we have small pictures of the books and an estimated price of the restoration. One can click on the picture and have a short description on the book as well. So all year long, you are able to choose from all the books from this page. On Facebook and Instagram, we will share slightly different contents. There is a book chosen for each month, and during the month, we share various contents on the book. As most of you know, Facebook and Instagram, with their almost 2 billion users, are among the biggest social media platforms. So there is no question why we use these websites. But how can we use Facebook and Instagram successfully for this kind of advertising? Let's see some key statistics and how can we build on that. According to the Social Pilot blog on social media marketing, in 2021, there were 98.5% of users who accessed Facebook from mobile devices. It means that you should have strong visual content to slow down or even stop the scrolling. Facebook engagement increases by 18% on Thursdays and Fridays. On one hand, that means that everybody just cannot wait for the weekend, but it also indicates a time frame when you should post your most important contents to reach more of your followers. Let's take a look at Instagram. According to the Social Pilot blog on social media marketing, in 2021, 71.9% of the content on Instagram was photo posts. This means that strong visual content is a key element, and you shouldn't share long texts on Instagram since people are interested in pictures here or videos. Posts with at least one hashtag created average 12.6% more engagement. This, nevertheless, using hashtags makes it more fun, and one can also keep track on the posts of the adoption program, and one can list them. For example, we created a hashtag only for this campaign. It's hashtag #AllHungarianPrints. And we use one for the book adoption in general. It's hashtag #AdoptABook. And with the hashtags, we can be more visible for those 2 billion users worldwide by using 1 or 2 or more hashtags, which are quite popular internationally, like libraries of Instagram or Instabooks. These are just examples on how to use social media marketing statistics, but you always can do more. Now take a step further and let's see what our main goals are and what we want to achieve by creating social media contents on Old Hungarian prints. Among many things, these are the most important goals. We want to have bigger presence and reach a bigger audience on Facebook and Instagram. We want to reach more potential donators and make the Old Hungarian Prints collection more visible to average readers of the library. Since we are a university library, science outreach is a key ingredient, and we also want to restore books. To sum it up, the #AdoptABook program of the Foundation for the University Library focuses on the Old Hungarian Prints collection, and the adoption is advertised on online platforms like websites, Facebook, Instagram, with texts and pictures. The adoption program's main purposes are to reach a bigger audience, including potential donators, making the collection more visible, and fulfill the library's educational duties by science outreach. The key message that I would like to give you by presenting this sketch about this adoption program and its advertisement, that being present on social media platforms should not be a purpose in itself, because every library is on these platforms these days sharing contents, but you have to plan your communication and contents. And to have a successful presence, you should be very certain about your purposes by using social media. Why do you want to be on these platforms? Do you want to have more donators? Do you want to make your collections more visible? Do you want to educate? Or do you want to save some books from total disruption? Now, imagine yourself as an old book again. Now you have some hope to survive, haven't you? Thank you.